The most insecure years of your life is when you are a teen. Everybody has had this experience before where you go to school. You're not the type of person who you want to be. You don't really know yourself yet, so you start to feel insecure. You're not openly talking to everyone. In the gym, you feel kind of insecure. In school, maybe even with your parents, you feel insecure to talk. The reason why is because you don't know yourself. I've had this experience multiple times, a handful of times, in school, at my job even, in the gym, with people, basically social spaces, right? Because a lot of times when people talk about confidence, they don't just talk about confidence in their area or confidence with their job or with their career. What most people mean with confidence is social spaces, right? Basically where people are around you. Confidence is only a thing when you're with others. Would you be insecure of who you are or how you talk when you were the only person on earth? Would you be insecure when you are the only one who's living on earth with a zombie apocalypse going on and nobody's alive? Would you be insecure about the way you talk? Would you be insecure about the way you dress? Would you be insecure about the way you look? I think you wouldn't. So when people talk about confidence and they want to gain confidence, it's usually in a social type of setting, right? So when you walk into your job, you don't want to feel insecure to talk to people. You don't want to feel insecure when people ask you a question and you want to answer with a good voice, tonality. You want to actually come across as a confident individual. It's very, very difficult to be a confident individual if you have never taken any type of progress on these 5 steps that I'm about to tell you in today's video. So when I was 14 years old, I started with fitness. Before that, I was the most insecure kid ever. You couldn't get me to talk to no strangers. Maybe a little bit, like how are you doing? Like, how is it going? I'll answer questions if people ask me, of course, totally fine. But as a 14-year-old, 13, 12-year-old kid, I was super insecure. And I know that most of y'all are not 13 no more. Most of y'all are 16, 17, 18, up to 25. But it doesn't matter what age you are. Everyone experiences the same type of thing when it comes to a lack of confidence. It's very normal. So when you walk into your job, let's say you do I have a little part-time sales job. I'm not a full-time YouTuber yet. I'm going to be in 2025 with my business partner, but I'm not yet. So I work this little part-time sales fitness job. When I walk in, it's not about me. It's about the people who are basically clients in that job who I need to serve with my coaching, with my skills. That is what a job is. You're serving others. It's not about you. It's not about the co-workers. It's not about the co-owner. It's not about the owner. It's about the people who come in there, and the people who work there need to serve those people. So let's say you have a YouTube channel like I do right now. I'm recording videos. It's not about me behind the camera. It's about the people who are watching this video. You. I'm talking to you. The light is going out. Fuck, what the fuck is going on? Me talking in front of the camera is not for me. I'm doing this for you. Of course, I benefit from it because I create and you consume. Bro, that was like a slight diss, but whatever. Of course, like I benefit from you watching, but I don't make these videos to improve myself. I make these videos to help others. That's the point of a business, is to serve other people to get their desired results. The reason why you get caught up in your confidence and how confident you are and who you want to be, you care more about yourself than the people who you are talking with or the people who you are actually confronting. The 5 steps that I'm about to teach you do have something to do with yourself. You got to improve yourself first to be able to be comfortable, right? The reason why you're uncomfortable with yourself is because you haven't taken steps on self-improvement. Self-improvement is basically you going from the insecure you to the secure, confident yourself. You. The reason why I want you to make that journey is because that's the most important journey that a person is going to make, especially in your teens. The reason why in your teens is because those are the most precious years for you to go from a loser to a winner, for you to go from victim to victor. You actually want to take steps in your teens and 20s to improve yourself the most. A lot of young people don't get this. They assume that partying and getting bitches is everything. Listen, it's literally nothing. Like that is this small of a portion of somebody's life. To me, it's 0. I have a girlfriend. I'm gonna be with her for a long ass time. I'm basically just focusing on my self-improvement. I do not do any partying. Live your life exactly like that. And I know that what you're gonna say, yeah, but I love partying. I love chasing and I love doing all types of degenerate shit. Yeah, I know you love it, but you need to focus on the shit that is gonna get you your results long term instead of a little bit of short term dopamine. So I'm gonna be showing you 5 habits that are gonna do exactly that. So let's go to number 1. The first thing that you gotta start doing to actually build and skyrocket your confidence as an individual is building your dream body. Now, your dream body may not be achievable because everybody has a dream body inside their mind, right, that they want to achieve. But what I always ask, even to people that I'm trying to sell in that little coaching sales job that I work 20 hours a week, I always say to people, what would you rate yourself now from 1 out of 10? Most people would say, yeah, I'm a 3, I'm a 4. So when it comes to confidence and you wanting to build confidence as a teen, it's probably like a 3, or else you wouldn't be watching this video. A 3 or a 4. That's probably what you're thinking about. You want to improve drastically, right? My question then would follow, where do you want to be? Most people who I coach in that little job that I work at 20 hours a week, they would all say, yeah, I want to go to about an 8. So when it comes to building your dream body, I don't want you to chase that 8. And a lot of people are going to say, yeah, but a 10 doesn't exist. A perfect condition doesn't exist. You cannot build the perfect body. Well, let me tell you, it is possible to build your 10. The 10 is impossible because that doesn't exist. There is no universal 10 of a body. It doesn't exist. It's subjective. You, on the other hand, has a 10 inside your mind, right? You can achieve that 10. So I ask people, what is your 10? What is your 10 that you want to achieve? Yeah, I would want to look like this, and this, and this. Okay. I would want to have a 6-pack. I would want to have good looking arms, very lean, good amount of muscle mass, and I would want to be able to run faster. Fine. That is your 10. Don't say, oh, I want to do this and this and this because, you know, getting a 10 is kind of up there. It's kind of too difficult. I don't want to shoot for the stars. No, I always say, if you shoot for the air, you're going to land nowhere. If you're going to shoot for the stars, you're going to be hitting the sky. If you're gonna shoot for the moon, you're gonna be hitting the stars. If you shoot for one of the planets that you don't even see, you're gonna be hitting the fucking moon. So what I want you to do is set goals high, very, very high, but still something that is achievable for you. So building your dream body, the benefit of it is that you starting to feel comfortable in your own skin, which is the most, and let me tell you, this is the most important thing. It's the most important step that you can take when you're doing self-improvement. The first step of self-improvement is improving the temple, which is your body. That's number 1. It's rule 1. You can't go around it. A lot of people trying to tell you, fat people, going to the gym isn't as important as improving your mental health and doing all this shit. Bro, from going to the gym and getting a good body is going to improve your mental health. So step number 1 to even improving your mental health is getting your dream body unlocked. What this is going to do, first off, you're going to get the recognition from others, which you don't need to do it for, but that's a side bonus that you're going to get from achieving your dream body. When people see you, they see you as a disciplined guy. So they're already going to be respecting you more. They're going to treat you with more respect. You start to look more dangerous. And I don't know, I'm not saying that that's a good thing or like you need to be a dangerous guy, but somebody who is disciplined, I call a dangerous man because he can achieve a lot. Somebody who is doing activities and tasks that he needs to do without being motivated is a dangerous guy because he can achieve a lot. You want to be that guy. You want to be formidable. You basically want to be as formidable as possible. Formidable basically means you want to be resilient. I have it tatted on my arm. Resilience means when you get knocked down, which everybody is going to, you want to be able to stand up. And without standing up, you're basically going to stay down there, which most people do because when they fail, they just stay down there. But what I want you to do is get the fuck up, because this is the main reason why people succeed is because they keep getting up and eventually they don't fall no more. So when you're in the gym and you don't see results just yet, just keep going. There's only a certain amount of time when this is going to be happening. At an appointed time in life, you're going to be achieving that dream body, and then you're going to thank me later. You're going to thank yourself. I don't even want you to thank me. If you want my personal help, I'm sorry, I got to plug it. You got to go to the Bars Only community, the Bars Only Academy, and I'll help you personally with all of this. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. You don't need to go buy it, but I just want to say it so that you have the opportunity to actually know what the fuck I'm doing. Then number 2 of increasing confidence and how to increase confidence as a teen is having something to work for. As you can see, what am I doing right now? I have a part-time job on the side for like 20 hours a week, pays little ass money. I don't care about the money though. I'm working on what I'm doing as of right now. You're watching a video of where I'm creating something, right? This is basically what I want to do for life. Have something that you want to work for. Set a big ass goal when it comes to work financially. Have a hobby that you want to just chase constantly. I know that everyone on earth has something that they want to just genuinely do all the time. It could be tennis, it could be golf, soccer, football, painting, content creation, making thumbnails, tech, whatever it is. You have something, right? And for my editor, it's editing. He loves to edit. He can edit like crazy good. The reason why he loves editing so much is because he has found something that he just genuinely enjoys to do, and it doesn't feel like work for him. So that's why editing is for him. He is a editor now. Doesn't matter if you don't get paid from it or you get paid a little ass check or a big ass check. You are a editor. If you have the type of emotion attached to it to where you think this doesn't feel like work, you're an editor. I am a content creator. I just say it out there all the time. What do? I'm a content creator. Even though I work a fucking part-time job on the side, I don't care. I'm a content creator. I just say it out like that. I don't care about what nobody say. I have something to work for, and that motivates me. When you have motivation inside of you, you automatically become more confident. It's just how it goes. When dopamine shoots up, you become confident. Have you ever been in a group of friends? Alone, you're always insecure. You don't like to talk to no one. You don't care about anyone like coming up to you. You're kind of scared to talk. That automatically changes when you have a group of friends around you. Why is that? This is actually going to be my next point, so just wait. But when you're in a group of guys, everything changes. The reason why is because you're now in a group where not only the focus is on you, but the focus is on everyone else. Why is it only that you feel confident with a group of some people around you? That's because, again, as I said, the focus is not on you. But you can change that if you realize that the focus was never on you. Even if you are by yourself, the focus is never on you. Nobody gives a fuck about you. I'm sorry for my profanity, but nobody gives a fuck about you. Okay? Nobody. Literally. When you walk into a room and you think, oh, everybody looking at me, people might be looking at you, but nobody is genuinely caring about you, except for the people who genuinely love you. But not a lot of people love you, because that's just the reality for every human being on planet. So if you have something to work for, you have something more than one thing that you can believe in, you creating another reality for yourself, a new life for yourself, which ends up in you being more confident. So if you start something from scratch, let's say a business or a YouTube channel, I always recommend a YouTube channel. I don't know why, but a YouTube channel is just so fun and purposeful, for me at least. It's just so fun to work on. Like me recording videos right now in my room with fucking like a little ass room with my phone and a little light. It's just fun. Like it's genuinely fun. Like when I actually hit success, I'm going to be looking at this and say to myself, thank you for doing it broke. Thank you for doing it with no equipment. Thank you for still sticking to it without people telling you keep going, because that's the most important part when it comes to building a hobby, building up a business, trying to do something for yourself, having something to work for. If you have something to work for yourself and you realize progression in it, confidence is inevitable. You're going to gain a shit ton of confidence from it. Just have something to work for. Now, let's go to step number 3 to upping your confidence. And that is very simple, is dressing up good. When you are a teen, especially a teen, I bet that a lot of people you look up to, you're starting to dress like them. And for most people, it's like rappers and artists, and they're starting to dress like slobby and not as good. They don't really care about their presence. They don't really care about how they look. But let me tell you, when you starting to dress with some type of class to you, you're starting to get into good shape, which is step number 1 into upping your fashion and getting a better look on your body. When you are having these good clothes on, you're going to start to look more classy in clothes because you're starting to fill out your clothes. But when you have this type of class to your clothing, other people, again, respect is going to be linked to it. Other people will look at you and take you more serious. And that happens when you speak, they listen, which is so important in today's world, especially when it comes to building your own business and doing YouTube and becoming a fitness entrepreneur, whatever you want to do. The most important thing is respect. And when people respect you, they listen with whatever you have to say. The reason why people listen to me nowadays is because, first off, I've built a good body, right? I dress very, very good, and I make YouTube videos. So people automatically assuming that whatever the fuck I'm talking about, I know. That's why people are subscribed, people are following me on Instagram, people are joining the academy, because they know he knows what he's talking about. He's something about value, right? He's something that could be valuable if I listen to him. And that could be with anyone on this planet. You could be that guy today. If you dress up good and you walk into a room, people will automatically pay more attention. And that gives you confidence because people are going to be noticing you. When people notice you, the one thing that's going to happen is you start to notice that as well. When you start to notice that as well, you realize, wait a minute, I can have a slight influence over people if I just dress good. People will listen more. People will respect me more. People will kind of not fear me more, but I always say fear because fear is definitely linked with respect. So they kind of fear me more in a healthy way. And you're starting to actually learn psychology of other people when you dress just good. When you just dress good, you're starting to learn the behaviors of others. Instantly notice how people treat you differently when you are dressed appropriately in certain occasions compared to when you're not. It is such a big difference. When I was still doing my videos with my dreadlocks and my do-rags and talking a little bit different, baggy shit on, which was looking dope, I can't lie. But the way that I dress now, I get way more respect from people who I never knew, business owners online who approach me and they say that I always look appropriate in these photos that I post. And the reason why post these photos is for people to also recognize me. And it gives me insane confidence. When I walk with my girlfriend into a store or whatever and we look sick as fuck, we have dope clothing on, I feel so confident. Like nobody can shatter my little moment of me walking in that building, bro. And I'm not doing it just to do that, but I feel the confidence rushing in my veins. When you start doing the same thing and you start to dress up in a certain way that elevates your muscles and enhances the way you look, bro, everybody is going to be noticing you and you're going to gain confidence insanely quick. Step number 4 to making progress in your confidence. And this is an optionable step. I don't know if you genuinely want to do this, but I just recommend it just to try it. And that is YouTube videos. Post YouTube videos. Even if you don't want to make content, even if you don't want to make a business of it, even if you don't admire to be a YouTuber or a business owner, I don't care what you want to do, but just try making YouTube videos or some form of content. The reason why is because with YouTube videos comes feedback. Now, feedback is the most important thing to realize how other people are going to perceive you. When you realize how other people perceive you, you start to change a little bit appropriately for them, right? Which you don't really want to do. But if you do it just enough so that people will actually look at you and think, damn, he is changing up in a healthy, good way, that is start to boost confidence in you. Because people's honesty is your feedback. Most comments that look like hate comments for other people, to me it just looks like feedback comments. Yo bro, I don't know why you're talking like that, blah blah blah, feedback. Yo bro, I don't like the videos that you're making, go back to the old one, feedback. Yo bro, I don't like the way you dress it, feedback. It's all feedback. You could see it as hate, but I see it more as a lesson. Yo, it's feedback. People's honesty is your feedback. Once you start making videos and you starting to talk better, because that's a big confidence part, right? That's a big part of confidence. Having confidence is knowing how to talk. Not just knowing how to talk, but feeling comfortable while talking. So when you make videos every single day, like I do, you're starting to become comfortable with the way that you speak. Have you ever been in a type of situation, probably when you were younger, or probably most people still right now have this problem, when they hear their voice on camera, they cringe. And I'm like, why are you cringing of your own voice? You just haven't been talking enough and haven't been speaking enough and haven't been out there enough to hear your own voice and to eventually say to yourself, wait a minute, I don't really cringe with myself no more. Like when I look at my own videos, I enjoy them. That's because I've gotten comfortable with it. I've gotten comfortable in my own skin. I don't care about what nobody say. I don't care about my followers' opinions that much. When they say something positive, yo, I'm all about that. Thank you. But when they say something negative, I don't take it to the heart. It's not like painful for me no more. That's because I am comfortable with who I am. And when you create that, especially as a teen, because most teens are very insecure, you can achieve so much more down the line if you actually become comfortable with who you are instead of imitating a whole bunch of other people. So making YouTube videos is one of my best decisions that I've ever made a year ago. Just making content in general for people to look at me, hear my voice, hear what I have to say, and give me literally live feedback once I posted it. Once you do this, you can improve yourself every single time. And once you improve the way you sound, the way you look, the way you present yourself on camera, you're starting to feel way more comfortable with who you are as a person. So stop imitating and start creating your own identity in order to see progress in your confidence, because you're going to be comfortable with yourself, because you are the only person on this planet. So being authentic is the best thing that you can do as of right now. Step number 5 is becoming stronger. Becoming stronger is a little bit different than achieving your dream body, because a dream body is basically just on the way you look. But becoming stronger also makes you more confident. The reason why is because when you are stronger, you become not only stronger physically, but mentally as well. So when you can handle stress better, you can be more confident for all the trials and errors that are about to come. Are you genuinely confident with your own body right now that when whatever type of physical challenge gets thrown in your life, let's say you got to hang off a cliff? I'm not saying that this is gonna happen every week, but it might happen once in your life. I don't know. Are you confident enough in yourself that you can pull yourself up and live and still being able to feed your children instead of die? I don't know if you are. This is why I want you to become stronger. Stronger is one of the most crucial components to confidence in general. When you are stronger, you become harder to kill. Being harder to kill makes you more confident because you are less scared of certain type of situations, dangerous situations happening to you. I might not be the strongest on the planet. I'm definitely not, but I'm very strong with exercises like the weighted pull-up, the weighted dip, push-ups, muscle-ups, hanging, pushing stuff away from me, pulling stuff towards me. I'm very strong in those type of exercises, which are fundamental, by the way. The only thing I kind of need to improve on myself is overhead pressing, which is also a life necessity in my opinion, especially when it comes to dangers. But are you confident enough that your body is strong enough in those type of situations that will most likely hardly happen in your life? You never gotta have the type of mindset of the type of guy who dies in a situation where you were actually supposed to be prepared for. So when you are the type of guy who says to himself, yeah, but that's never going to happen, so I'm just going to skip that step, you're officially a loser. You are a loser. Like I'm telling you, you have to take steps on every single area of your life, even when situations are most likely never going to happen. I know that most likely a car is never going to be laying on me. I'm never going to crash my car, I think, so bad that a car is going to be laying on me and I have to push it away. Even if I would be as strong as an ox, I wouldn't even be able to do that. But would you feel more confident if you had a slight belief that you could? I think so. So being stronger and having confidence in yourself as a strong physically individual, you would already increase your confidence by 20%. So that's what I want you to do, is become stronger physically. The benefit that comes along with becoming stronger physically is you become stronger mentally. Physical challenges translates also into mental challenges. If you become a physical strong person, mentally, you're most of the time, you can handle a bunch of stuff as well. Because going to failure during a bicep curl set is actually very tough mentally. Most people could not even push themselves so much mentally to achieve failure, because failure, a set of failure, if you didn't know what that is basically repping out a certain type of exercise until you fail the rep. Physically, you can do that, but the question really is, can you do that mentally? Because everybody is capable physically of doing a certain exercise until they could no longer do a rep. Everybody is physically capable of that, right? It doesn't matter if it's 2 reps or 100 reps. It doesn't matter if the weight is light or heavy, but are you capable of it mentally to go that far? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. So if you practice that alone, you will already become mentally stronger. So those are the 5 tips that I have for you today in today's video. If you have personal questions, just comment down below. I'll try to answer every single day to every single one of y'all. And I'll see you hopefully in the Bars Only Academy. If you don't know what that is, just check the link down below.